Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the September 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Cancer. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as a reading of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for September. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note. Let's go ahead and get started, Cancer. I do apologize too for my voice. As you can tell, I'm not feeling the best, but hopefully you can still hear me okay. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So taking a look at our summary affirmation card, we have the card, I will inspire. When I see this card more often than not here, Cancer, this is about being inspired. This is about finding motivation for something in these last few weeks. So love to see that typically. Again, very inspired action, very motivated actions. Let's go and take a look though and see what messages I have here for you. The first card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal. Again, we're being motivated, and perhaps in this case we're being re-motivated for something. Something we were previously passionate about, kind of having that spark reignited. So inspired, motivated, renewal, those tie in very nicely. This is also a card of hope. So some hope and renewal on something that was once important to us, but now again it seems like we've been re-inspired here. The next card that we have is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very thoughtful card. This is a very future-focused card. This is very much so a respect card too. I feel like this is like planning, and in this case it's coming kind of through as replanning. But we're replanning for the future. We're almost rewriting an outcome of something. At the bottom here, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is an interesting card. This could be a card of gossip, drama, water cooler talk. So there could have been some drama in the last few weeks here for you, Cancer. But this is also finding out information, finding out some sort of truth. Which I think something happened or something was said again that caused us to be remotivated on this, to refocus on this. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though and see what other messages we have here. First up, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of a couple different meanings. This could be a card of celebration. There could be a celebration that happened. Potentially you had a success or like kind of a milestone that you hit that really reinvigorated you, re-energized you, gave you that hope again, gave you that inspiration, that motivation. This is also a card of circle of support. So there could have been somebody leaning in, giving you a little nudge, Cancer, encouraging you to keep pushing forward, inspiring you, motivating you to keep pushing forward. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very confident and self-assured card. And it needs to be just that. We need to be confident and self-assured that we will be successful here. Again, this is about planning for you. This is about the success that you want for yourself. So we need to be confident. We need to be self-assured. I do think you're getting the encouragement and motivation from others, but at the end of the day, that still comes from within. At the bottom here, we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card is a card of love, of course, partnership, strength together. So again, I feel like you could have gotten some encouragement, some support, some motivation from a relationship. But the Lovers card is also a decision card. And again, we have this information, we found out this truth, or maybe we found out this gossip or this drama, and it's the thing that motivated us. So it's like the decision, then what do we do with it? And in this case, we used it to take action. We used it to be re-inspired. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general, what's coming for the month of September. We have the card, I am gifted. Cancer, you have a lot of expertise, a lot of skills, a lot of gifts. And when we see the card like this is an opportunity to do the things that you're good at. So I always like to see that. So you're going to be using your skills, your knowledge, your expertise going into the month of September. But let's take a look and see what cards we've got coming through here. First up, we have the Magician. The Magician is one of those really good cards that we like to see anywhere. This actually really ties nicely into what we were just talking about too. The Magician is about turning your visions into reality, but the way that we do that is through inspired action. So again, there's been some sort of inspiration, some sort of motivation, and now we're taking inspired action to reach the goals, reach the things that you want. The next card that we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful card. It's about using your resources in the correct way. Your time, your money, your energy, putting all those resources into the correct place. So whatever this is that we're feeling inspired, that we're feeling motivated on, lots of cards saying that this is the good use. So again, this is about being resourceful, and this is saying you're using your resources wisely. That's also echoed with the King of Pentacles here at the bottom. The King of Pentacles is very solid, practical, wise. Again, this is a good place. This is a wise investment. So whatever this is that you're working on, that you're putting your time, your energy, you're taking inspired action on, definitely seems to be worthwhile here for you, Cancer. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of growth. It's a card of expansion. Not at all surprised to see this. Again, you're growing, you're expanding, you're making moves here. There could also be some travel associated with the Three of Wands. Maybe you have some fun travel plans this month. The next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a card, this is typically a love card. It's very romantic, very proposal-like. It's like knight in shining armor, Prince Charming type energy, Prince or Princess Charming type energy. But it indicates the ideal. So whatever you're working towards the ideal opportunity, the ideal relationship, the ideal scenario, whatever that may be for you. But I like to see this. This is, like I said, the pristine, ideal opportunity. So putting your resources towards obtaining that. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Wands. Wonderful to see this as well. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, success, recognition, good news. This is the victory. This is being able to obtain the thing that you're working towards right now, Cancer. So really neat to see. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. Starting off a quick money affirmation here. Money only enhances my true vibration. It doesn't decide it. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything you associate with money. Like you have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So interesting spread of cards so far, especially the way that they're falling here, Cancer. But at the top here, we have the World card. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana. It's completing a goal. It's completing a lesson. I feel like you're wrapping up a project potentially. This could be a relationship that's closing out as well. Maybe a coworker or boss is leaving. But something's coming to a close here at work. We'll of course see if we can get some more information on that for you. The next card that we have is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a very honest card, and it's a communication card. So you need to make sure that you have very effective and clear communication this month, Cancer. That's the message I'm thinking or hearing. So be thinking about clear and effective communication. And at the bottom here, we have the King of Swords. Actually, going back to this really quick, potentially with this person leaving or this project ending, there could be an opportunity for you to say like, hey, I wanted that person's job, or I want that person's job. So again, clear and effective communication. So if that is the case, let's say that ending is somebody leaving, and again, you want their job, you need to make sure you communicate that, otherwise they're not going to know. Just a message I'm hearing some of you that will be important for. At the bottom, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a card This is very strategic, very intentional. Again, you need to be clear on what you want here, Cancer, and if there's something you want, you need to make sure you're communicating it, you're asking for it here. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Swords. This is clarity, this is getting information, so this is finding out whatever this ending is. The next, this could also be getting clarity though, again, on what you want. Cancer, I should have specified. Getting the information and then figuring out what it means to you, what action needs to happen for you. The next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is, again, solid, practical, wise. It's an investment card. I feel like you need to invest in these communications. They will pay off for you, definitely. So again, it's good to communicate. This is saying the communication would be a good investment for you. At the bottom here, we have the World card, so repeat World card in this column. Again, something's wrapping up and coming to a close, and this gives you an opportunity to refocus and determine where you want to go long term. Again, this is very strategic, very much so a card of planning. So with this ending, it's giving you the opportunity to do those things. Taking a look at our next column now, we're going to talk about anything related to love. So we have a quick love message here. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here. So first up, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. This is also a card of isolation. I feel like some of you are a little bit withdrawn right now. And I'm trying to figure out what's causing you to kind of withdraw here. There's something that's bothering you, and I feel like you're kind of just pulling back. The next card that we have is the Five of Cups. So this is a card of low feelings, heartbreak, loss, grief. Again, there's something that's bothering us, and the way that we're reacting here is by kind of pulling back. The next card that we have, or the bottom card here, we have the Page of Wands. This is about taking action. This is about being active. This is kind of like the move type card. Take action, take on something new. So I'm not quite sure. Of course, we're going to clarify this here, Cancer. But it's like we're kind of withdrawn because there's something that's bothering us. But we need to figure out how to take action to correct this. The first clarifier that we have here is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a very nostalgic card. It can be a card of reflection. We almost need to look back. Like, where did things go wrong? What happened that's now causing us to have these kind of low feelings and withdrawal? So I think we need to do some reflecting back on things. This is also a card of reunion. So the message coming through here, instead of shutting this person out, Cancer, I think we do need to get reconnected with them versus isolating from them. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a very spiritual and intuitive card. This is telling you to lean in, trust your gut, trust your intuition. This can also be a card of like secrets or mystery, which leads me to believe, Cancer, maybe you don't have the full picture. So the thing that's bothering you may not actually be what had happened, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not sure that you have the complete and full picture here. At the bottom here, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is always favorable for you. This is a truth coming out card, which I like to see because, again, I feel like with the High Priestess, potentially you don't have the entire story, hence why we need to get reconnected with this person and see if we can figure things out. The Justice card is also cause and effect, so it's like if you want to make the effort to correct this relationship, I think that could be done successfully. Or if you want to make the effort to cure some of these low feelings, it will be successful for you. Now taking a look at our fifth and final column, we have a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I am Crown of Creation. When we get this card, Cancer, it's so important to be focused on the things that we want because this is a period of creation for us. It's a period of abundance and the ability to create. So being very focused on the things that you want. Taking a look at our first card here, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. So we're moving forward here. We're in motion. Again, this is the time to create, so I'm glad to see that you're in motion, that you're taking action here. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. This can be a card of patience and waiting, but this leads to new money, some sort of money news, new job. But this isn't the time to be patient. This is the time to be in motion now. So make your moves towards this new money, because it seems like this thing that we're hoping to create is financial related. At the bottom here we have the Judgment card. Very similar to the Justice card. This is a card that's always favorable for you. This can be a card of clarity, but more importantly, this is typically a final decision. So decision needs to be made, I think, that's going to unlock and move you towards this money. But the key here is making the movement. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is like nose to the grindstone, putting in the hard work. Again, now is the time to create. Now is the time to put in the work. The next card that we have is the Moon card. The Moon card is about making changes, but this is voluntary changes. These are changes you're choosing to make. So again, being in action, making the decisions that you need to make to get to this, what I assume is new money, what you're seeking here. At the bottom we have the Page of Wands, totally fitting. Again, this is the movement card. This is the action card. We talked about this a little bit earlier in our reading too when it came up. This is about taking action there with the Page of Wands. So make the moves that you need to get to where you're trying to go. So I guess the key to creation this month here for you, Cancer, is taking the action. Okay, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Nine of Diamonds. This is the number 39 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 5 of Spades. This is number 6 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the Jack of Clubs, the number 45 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes. We're going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck for you. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of September. You have Aventurine this month, which is good for meditation, introspective, inner and outer peace, and helps you act at the right time. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Cancer, your healing note says, walk gently, breathe peacefully, and live joyfully. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I did also include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful September.